Libras. So I'm introducing my own personal deck to you guys. I've had this for a while, and I want to go ahead and start using it a little bit more in the readings. I'm still going to be using tarot, but this is going to be for the bi-weeklies, okay? So what's coming up for Libra, July 1st through 15th? We've got Aries, Neptune. It's coming towards Libra, July 1st through 15th. 4 claymores. 2 of diamonds. 6 of wands. It's coming towards Libra. Damn, Libra. 5 of spears, 9 of wands. And the overall energy, 3 of wands, Leo Mercury. Okay, so I'm not really liking where this is going. And I'm saying this because my cards have a front and back system going on here. And out of 7 cards, you have 5 in the shadow side. So you've got some work to do, Libra. Let's see what's coming up for you, though. So we've started off with... Excuse me. My allergies are kicking in. Let's move on this. So, we're starting off with Leo Mercury. So, the fact that all of these came up in the shadow side could be that you are stepping into some pride, stepping into some ego. Almost a... Excuse me. Give me a second. Okay. Sorry. So sorry. Yeah, you could be stepping into some pride, into some ego, because we've got 2 Leo cards upright, and then we've also got Leo Venus here, Aries. So a lot of fire energy, but it's in shadow, which the shadow side of fire energy is arrogance a little bit of ego, like not allowing anybody to tell them what to do. So, if this is the energy you're in, Libra, you need to be aware of that. 7 spears, Aries, Neptune. So this tells me that you're also in the energy of fear. And I'm saying that because Aries, Neptune in shadow means something you are struggling to get a hold of. And Aries energy is bravery, boldness, courage. So it's almost like you're putting on a facade of pride and arrogance, when in reality you're scared shitless. Of what? I don't know. We'll clarify in a little bit. We've also got Aquarius, Uranus. There are big changes in your... Here's the thing. This is shadow, so it's something you don't see coming. Big changes could be on the side of your friends, organizations, memberships, clubs. I don't know if you guys can tell, I got bit by some bug. Anyways, yeah, big changes coming that way, but you don't see it coming. We'll clarify in a little bit. And that could be what scares you, because if you have any type of intuitive energy, because not everybody's tapped into their intuition. If you have any type of intuitive energy, you may sense this coming. You may sense a big shift or a big change coming, and you're scared because you can't tell what it is. You can't tell where it's coming from. Now we do have the 2 diamonds, Capricorn moon. So you are trying to be practical, but the downside to the 2 diamonds is like you're being overly practical, almost pessimistic. So whatever it is that you're being practical about, you're stepping into the energy of, well, it will never be mine, so, or it would never I would never be able to manifest that. Like, yeah, it's like overly pessimistic, overly, you think you're being practical. Excuse me. Sorry. You think you're being practical, but in reality, you're being overly, yeah, I can't, that word keeps coming up. Overly pessimistic is what I'm going to keep saying, because that's the energy that keeps coming up. 6 of Wands, Leo Venus. So honestly, what comes to mind with this is you want somebody's attention, because it's Venus energy. You want somebody's validation. No, this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be, yeah, it doesn't have to be romantic. But whoever it is you want validation and attention from, I don't think you're also saying it. And I'm saying that because the next card is the 5 of Wands, the Aries Mercury. So the good side, or the bright side of Aries Mercury, is very direct, very bold, very courageous, very outspoken, very inspirational. With your shadow side showing up here, I think that you are afraid to say something. There's something you're afraid to say. There's something you're dying to say it. But whatever it is, you're terrified of saying it. You can't step into your boldness, your courage, because you're afraid it'll create some sort of irreparable damage. And so instead, I see you turning towards, I'm fine, I'm good. I will say these two show up in the positive, though. So I feel like all this frustration, all of this fear, it's like you're channeling it, because Leo energy in its positive side is creation, right? So I feel like even though inside you're very conflicted, you're in pain, you're in anguish, you're channeling it into creating something for yourself. Let's clarify the three wands. Leo Mercury. Clarify 3 wands for Libra. Clarify 3 wands. Clarify the 3 wands. Got the 4 of Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords, the 2 of Wands. Ooh. Okay. So, Libra, this does have to do with love. Now again, doesn't have to be romantic. Sorry. But you are in pain. I sense that. Even though this doesn't show pain, I sensed it. I sensed this broken heart. Now, it could be same sex. We do have 2 queens here, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Or this could be the person you're involved with, because I feel like this is you, Libra. So you could be involved with a Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh, you know what, though? From your perspective, because it is your reading, they're holding back too. There's something that they're not saying either. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, isn't that peachy? Both people holding back. Wonderful. So I see you trying to heal past this. Now, with the 4 of Swords and the Queen, we do have the 5 of Swords. So I feel like this is something that maybe this was already said. Maybe something was already said that you're afraid of taking back, or you're afraid of addressing. You keep going back and forth on, am I going to live with this forever? Is this eventually going to heal? Because overall, this is 8 swords, feeling trapped, feeling mentally trapped. There's a lot of love here, though, on both sides. Because Libra, you're in the energy of I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Like you're trying to force yourself to not care. But you know what? We have 7 swords here as well. You are lying. You're lying to yourself. And you're lying to everyone else around you. Let's see what else comes up. See why you're doing this. Because you're still showing up in Queen of Swords, but Queen of Swords, because of all the shadow, it's like you're showing up in the lower octaves of the Queen of Swords. You're showing up cold, detached. Like you're trying to, yeah, there you go. You're trying to detach from your heart. You're trying to detach from your emotions. And it's creating the problem when we detach from our emotions is that we're detaching from all the good stuff too. So I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if there's cards of 6 of Cups, like memories you're trying to suppress. You may be deleting pictures, messages, whatever it is, you're trying to erase something. It's not working, but you're trying to. Let's clarify the 7 spears. Clarify 7 spears. Clarify the 7 spears. For Libra. Seven of Cups, okay. Already. 2 sevens. You're trying to block your desire to go after something. Clarify 7 spears. Or someone, I should say. Your happiness. Wow. So here's the thing. You're very aware of this. This is not happening in your subconscious. You're very clear on what it is you're trying to block. Out of your mind, out of your heart, out of your energy. You're very clear about that. But for some reason, I don't know what happened. This is a general reading. It's going to apply differently to different people. But for some reason, this connection you're trying to run from confuses you a lot. And although it's your happiness, it creates a lot of burden. Seeing this connection as your happiness creates a lot of burden for you. And you're very clear about how you feel about this person. You're very clear, but you're like, nope. Because that's what I'm getting. All of this shadow energy is a very big nope, trying to cut free from it. There's a lot, like I feel like you are severely battling yourself. Because over here we had the 8 of Swords, we've got another sword, which is the 9. Probably in isolation mode. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're battling your heart. Like your heart versus your mind. You're trying to push away your sun, your happiness. Let's see if we can get a why. Clarify the 4 claymores. What's going on? Clarify the 4 claymores for Libra. Clarify the 4 claymores. Ooh. Wow. Oh, I see. So you've met somebody that you see as your match. You're showing up in Queen of Swords energy. They're showing up in King of Swords energy. But there's definitely conflict here. There's something about this connection that you see as toxic. And you remember when I said this other person is holding back too, you see them in the same light. You see them, well, they're being cold. They're being distant. You see them turning away from you. The 2 of Wands is facing in a different direction. Like they're focused on themselves. And there's a piece of you, it's like even if I did reach out, there would be conflict. We would be combative with each other. So you see this king, yeah, look, the back is turned again. You see them like they're looking in different directions. So I feel like this might be a breakup. Libra, you may have been going through a breakup. You're not over it, but you're trying to be. You're trying to move forward. This is why, remember when I said you're in the energy of logic, you're in the energy of being pragmatic, practical. So I guess in your mind, you're like, I may have loved this person, they may be my happiness, but this connection isn't good for me, and I need to walk away. And you see them as indifferent. You see them as they don't care anyways. Their back is turned. They've got other plans. In fact, you see yourself as a burden to them too, because look at this. We've got 5 of Wands, and this is 5 of Wands. Together it's the 10. They are also burdened by this connection. So you see it like we're doing this, I'm doing us both a favor, or we're doing each other a favor by walking away from this. Which is interesting to me because we do have the 7 of Swords here. You may have even gotten blocked on social media, or you may have blocked them on social media, or on your phone, or wherever it is that you guys have contact, there's an energy of blockage now. But we do have the 8 of Wands. Either you're going to communicate with this person pretty soon, or they will. Clarify the 2 diamonds, Capricorn Moon. Clarify 2 diamonds for Libra. See? Oh. Remember when I said you're in the energy of practicality? Capricorn Moon is very practical, right? Very down to earth, and like this is reality. Whatever happened between you two, you're telling yourself that the best course of action right now is to withhold, withdraw, walk away. With the Hermit, you're really giving yourself a lot of alone time right now because you feel completely devastated. Whatever it was that you invested your energy into, you see it like this is not the place for my energy. This is not the place for my time. This is not the place for long term. It's not the place for long term investment. And that's what you keep telling yourself with the Capricorn Moon. Now, I don't know if you're right or wrong. I'm just telling you where you're at, right? I do see both of you in sword energy, so yeah, it's not very warm. I wouldn't be surprised if you've even gotten ill a lot lately with the 4 of Swords here and the 10 of Swords, because to me, when you're blocking your happiness, when you're blocking something that brings you such warmth and energy, vitality, your body suffers as well, because you're definitely battling. It's like you're battling your body, your heart, your soul. Your mind is taking over because something is telling you this is what's logical. Stepping away from this right now, you feel like your higher self is telling you this is the right thing to do. I don't know. I will say both the King and Queen of Swords are usually known for their integrity and for, doing the right thing, right? So whatever it is, I'm sure you feel you're doing the right thing. I know I can see where you're at emotionally, or mentally, I should say. Let's clarify the 6 of Wands, because you still want this. Clarify the 6 Wands. Three of Wands. 5 of Cups. Page of Wands. So, give me a second here. You're showing up with Queen of Pentacles energy. What you really want to do, is take a leap of faith. Tell this person what it is that you've been holding back. And you may have Earth energy in your chart because Capricorn Moon is here. 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, you're showing up very earthy. Now, it could just be that you're being practical, but whatever this is, you're still very focused on it. You're still wanting to nurture it. You're still wanting to, it's like a possibility. You see all the possibilities, but that could also be where you're telling yourself if possibilities doesn't make reality, right? Just because you see the possibilities of something doesn't mean that's what it is. Because I feel like you're being really harsh with yourself right now. Like, that's the energy I'm getting. I'm not even saying everything you're telling yourself because it's a little harsh, but I do get the energy of like, don't be stupid. That's what you're telling yourself. Don't be stupid. You're telling yourself your heart is stupid. I'm just, I don't get offended. This is what I'm feeling here, okay? So, like I said, you're devastated. More proof of this devastation. So with the Three of Wands here, there's a piece of you that's like, what if they message though? Like you're yearning for this, and at the same time, you're telling yourself that would never happen. The thought excites you, but you're also like, yeah, it's almost like you're like, yeah, that's a wish, that's a dream, and I need to stop. Because again, you're in the energy of practicality. So if you have been not feeling well, I feel like you're like, well, I also have to take care of myself right now. I have to nurture myself and stop thinking about this. So you're trying to free yourself. You're trying to free yourself. You're trying to free your heart. You're trying to free your mind, your soul, everything. Let's clarify the Five of Spears. And here's the problem with this. My problem with this is with all the shadow energy, what you're telling yourself is that if you don't do this, then it means like you're interpreting stepping away from this as courage, as bravery. You're suppressing the natural desire you have to communicate, to speak, to express. And it's creating an energy blockage in you. So what you're doing is you're redirecting it, because you're very intelligent, you're not stupid. You're redirecting it because you feel that blockage, but I don't think you're not fully addressing it because you're still showing up in shadow energy. Let's clarify the Five of Spears. The Libra, clarify the Five Spears. We show up with the Judgment card, the Death card. And the Ace of Swords. More swords. Interesting. This person is showing up as I don't usually use this term, but I'm using it now, as your twin flame. But I don't use it the way most people do. I'm not talking about the runner-chaser dynamic. I'm talking about twin souls, like the concept of one soul being ripped apart and finding each other again. Two halves of one whole. Although you're already, as we can tell, queen, energy, king energy, you're both whole amongst yourselves, and that's what makes it complete. But you are divinely guided to each other. I am sensing a new start, though. We've got two aces already. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. And then the Judgment card is about bringing something back from the dead. But there's transformation happening right now that you may not see, both for yourself and for this other person. Now, I don't know what's going on with them because the story isn't about them. They're not showing up really. This is just how you see them and what's happening with you. So for you, there's things coming back to life within you. There's transformation within you. There's clarity within you. That if this does come back around, I mean, you will accept. You're dying to, but you really see this like, no, I can't. Even if it kills you. Let's clarify this last Nine of Wands, because I will say the 9 is about closing out cycles, right? So what has happened up until now may have been a cycle that needed to end on its own, because we do have the Death card. Something may have needed to shift. And you may sense the shift, but I think a piece of you is afraid that the shift is that it's completely over. So you're forcing yourself to walk away from it because you're like, well, it's over. The shift happened. Let's look at this 9 wands, Leo, Jupiter, because I feel like Jupiter is good luck and fate and destiny. Clarify the 9 wands. Ooh, Libra. Clarify 9 wands. Interesting. So, Chariot card is here. It could be Cancerian energy on your side or theirs. Somebody, whoever embodies this. I feel like it's the masculine though, because this is the Emperor. They may have been going through their own thought processes. They may have been were they married? Okay, so a whole new storyline just opened. They could have been married or committed, and that's what made you step away. That's what made them, whoever stepped away because they were doing the right thing. That could definitely be a good reason for it. Now we've got the 10 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 9 of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. Now that's not going to apply to everyone. I'm just saying that that's a storyline that opened when I'm looking through the bottom of the deck. So I think the masculine has been going through their own transformation, because the Death card doesn't just, it's not just about one person. The Death card affects everyone around them. So if you're going through transformation, they are too. But the Chariot is also the card of ultimate focus. Whatever transformation they've been going under. Excuse me. I think the masculine is the one coming in, because they're showing up in two different energies though. They're showing up very passionately, but also very and what's interesting to me, they're heading in different directions. So it's almost like they're like, okay, let's go real quick, because this is fire, this is passionate, right? Let's go real quick, address the past. But when we talk about the future, we're going to leave the past behind. This is steady, this is growth, this is potential, this is long term. I think both of you want this. And I don't think that you realize that, because like I said, you see this person as your happiness, but I don't think you see yourself as theirs. You see them turning your back on you. That kept coming up. You see them as not, wanting to have, but if you would address them, you see combat, conflict, disagreements. But I see them coming in to settle all that. I don't know what happened between you, but the battle with yourself is almost over, Libra. Although this reading is for July 1st through the 15th, it doesn't necessarily have to happen within that time frame. It could be a little bit, well, we're about to be July 1st, right, tomorrow. But this could happen a little after. But I'm seeing you trying to process and grieve with your devastation as best as possible. Because literally all the cards, I don't see you overthinking, because you know what's happening. You're very clear on what's happening here. But I do see you in pain. Like your mind is in pain, because you're trying, it's like you're going through cognitive dissonance. You have the piece of you that tells you this is your happiness, fight for it. And the other piece that tells you do the right thing, walk away from it. And it's tearing you apart. It's like your flesh is ripping inside. That's what it feels like. So, damn. I will tell you that the battle with yourself is almost over. That's what I'm going to tell you, okay? If you enjoyed this reading, please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of me using my own cards. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.